Hey guys, House here, looking to bring those of you who have stopped playing Galaxy of Heroes, those of you who thought maybe it's not something for me anymore, those who you fell from the graces of being on top and watched the game maybe crumble in your eyes, giving you an olive branch to come back and hang out with us, with the boys out here, okay? And the girls out here. We're not trying to exclude anybody, right? I think the recent changes we've had in the past couple of months have been a really fantastic step forward. For new players, for sure. But for old players who think they can't quite get back into the game, now is a fantastic time to slide your way right back in, right? Being the way that GAC has changed the game. No longer is the arena shard going to dominate your life so that you can maintain your crystals. Grand Arena is going to dominate your life. But it's way cooler, okay? Hear me out. It's sick. Right? You all already know how Grand Arena works on the surface. So we're going to take a look at our rewards. And then we're going to talk about how the system of Grand Arena has changed. Right? So instead of getting your daily rewards from Arena, you now get daily rewards based on your placements in Grand Arena, right? Based on the division you're in and the rank you have, right? So if your rank is Carbonite and your division is 1, you gain so many crystals per day. Whereas if you're Kyber 1, you gain so many crystals per day, right? We're going to play off me, where I'm at a beautifully average Chromium 3. Dead middle, baby, okay? You're going to gain these 115 crystals every single day when you log in. I think the actual payout time is your arena payout time, ironically. But you're going to get this no matter what. Even if a GAC is not running, you will get these crystals. On weekends, in between GACs, you will have them no matter what, right? Then you have things that are only going to happen during GACs, right? Your per round rewards. So you get 3 rounds per week when you match up against those 3 people in your initial GAC stuff, right? That's what these are. So you'll get 3 rewards of either your winning tier or your losing tier. Then you have your weekly event rewards, right? You already know what these are, the 1 through 8 rankings. They've changed a little bit. They're a little bit chonkier in a gear department kind of thing. You move them around a little bit, and the gear portion of it doesn't change, and neither does this. It's the only thing that stays the same, I think, no matter where you are. Right? You see, it's all the same gear. It's all the same slicing material. That's the word I'm looking for. All the same amount of building materials, right? So this is your constant. You'll always get this amount of crystals no matter what division you hide in. Right? So you have your daily, your every couple of days when a GAC's running, your weekly, and then this will be your monthly reward based on your placement in your GAC, right? So you can see it's Chromium 3. This is what I'll get if I move up to Chromium 1. Instead of getting, what was it, 935, I'll get this 1080 plus a little bit more currency and a little bit more cash, right? Now that we've talked about our rewards, let's talk about how we got placed and why I think this is going to be a fantastic thing for returning players and for new players as well. So we look at our beautiful leaderboard, right? You see everybody's got this skill rating number next to it. Even up here in the top echelon of each division. Now it'll only show you the top 50, kind of like in Arena used to. You'd only be able to see the top 50. Well, you can see the top 50 for every division. You can come over here to see your ranking. Yeah. And you can come over here and see your guild's current ranking. All your boys who are hiding along with you. You got some allies over here too. I don't have a lot of allies, but you can check them out if you want. So if you back out, right, and see my skill rating is right here. If I click on this, we can see, boom, the full layout of what everything kind of looks like. And this is where we can get a little more in depth of how we move around in this ranking system, right? So it'll drop you in. I don't know the exact numbers, but it will be initially based on your galactic power. So it's going to feel kind of like old Grand Arena, where you might get a missed match for the first 2 or 3 weeks. It takes a little bit of time to set in your elo. You got to do your placement matches, you know what I mean? if you're a CS:GO or a League of Legends person, you've gotta build that elo before they put you in a real place. But they'll drop you in based on your galactic power and you'll move on. But you're never going to be pulled out and put back in based on your galactic power once you start playing Grand Arena. You're only going to be climbing or falling down the ranked ladder. So you're only going to be matched up versus people who have a similar win rate, which means they'll probably have a similar amount of not galactic power, but effective teams, right? Teams that they can set on defense and hold. Teams that they can crack through offense with. You're not going to be matched up with somebody in Bronzium 1 who has 5 million GP and 2 or 3 Galactic Legends. It's just not going to happen, right? Once you start hitting somewhere in Chromium, somewhere in Erodium, you're going to start seeing Galactic Legends, but not always are they going to be used efficiently. Not always are you going to be fighting one on defense or dealing with one on offense, right? It's not quite going to be the boogeyman of like, oh, well, I just lose this because they have that, right? They're in this similar skill rating because even though they have this Galactic Legend, the hamstring that is the other relic characters that they've put in to get that Galactic Legend are balancing them out. You know, you're not facing someone who has 10 or 15 good relic teams on top of the Galactic Legend relic characters they needed. And that, it feels fantastic, right? To be able to click on your opponent's roster, see its similarities to yours, kind of define the problems in it, set your defense, and attack their offense when you see it. Feel the reward of taking time instead of, you know, clicking on it and being like, oh, well, they have 500,000 more GP than me. That's alright, that's okay, it won't be that bad. And then you go and scroll down and see that they have 2 Galactic Legends, and you're like, wow, I have none. That's crazy. Wow, what am I gonna do here? You know, or if for those of you who are like all the way on the lower ends, right, you click on someone who's at 1.2 mil, 1.5 mil, and they already have Malik or Gas. Like, what are you gonna do? That's crazy. Or you have those like super crazy accounts that are like just under 1 mil with a Galactic Legend. How do you beat that? You know, that's gonna be nowhere near as common, for sure. Success is gonna drive them up the ladder to a point where they can no longer grow, and then it will flatten them kind of out. So even if your account's 4 years old, you can't really fall behind. You're always going to be matched with those similar players at your rating, so you can play the game at your pace. And it's, like I said, it's really rewarding to put your opponent in the dirt and see yourself climb up the ladder. And I would recommend that those of you who haven't tried this version of GAC to come and hang out and give it a shot for a month. Because we've only had a month, and it feels great. It feels fantastic. And I'm really excited for this next month, because, man, now that seeding is kind of like done and finished, I'm going to start only fighting people who are really on a similar skill level to me. And GAC's going to get harder and more rewarding, and I'm really excited for that. Even if it brings loss, I'm excited for loss. You know what I mean? Not having to worry about Arena is sick. And for those of you who haven't been here in a hot minute, you come over to challenges, and they updated our core gear drops, right? This is my second pitch to kind of bring you guys back if you're still not sold on GAC, okay? You come over here, you hit possible rewards. Is that an eyeball? That's pretty good. What's that? Is that's the real stun gun? Oh my god, right? You come over, where is it? Over here is where the stun cuff hides? Or does it hide in the agility gear? There's the droid collar we all know and love. And there's the stun cuff. See that? See that? Those are some good rewards. They're there every day. Every week you get like a piece and a half. I'm just saying. If you don't like GAC, you can still gear your characters and catch up that way. But these reasons to come back, you know, there's still other problems in the game. Just like every mobile game. We're always evolving, finding new things to kind of complain about. Successes bring us more problems, and more problems breed more problems, right? So conquest is still a problem, and we're trying to hopefully fix it. We don't know what CG's going to do about it. But even with that kind of like looming on the horizon, I really urge you to come and try this new GAC. It is so much fun. and I don't think it's going to be a disappointment. So yeah, that's it. Come hang out later.